All right. Book review time. Tomato Red by Daniel Woodrell. I have read Daniel Woodrell before. Huge fan. And Tomato Red was no exception. Very good book. So this is, I guess I read one thing where it said it was country noir. Okay. So it's set in the Missouri Ozarks. And it is about a drifter, a grifter named Sammy, and he just kind of, guys just kind of floating through life, and he runs into a brother and a sister, Jamalee. She has tomato red hair, which is where the title comes from, I imagine. And her brother, Jason, Jay, who is very good looking. He's a very good looking, effeminate young man, I guess, is what they say. And he may or may not be gay. And they live in this little shack. And next door is their mother, Bev, who how do I say this nicely? She entertains a lot of men in town, and they give her gifts, usually food, usually beer, stuff like that. So, as you're reading, like as I started reading this, I'm like, oh, this is one of these historical. This is set in the 50s, maybe. No, the guy's got cassettes in his car, so it's set obviously. It's set in the past from 2026 when I'm reading this thing, but it is it's just basically they live in this small little, it's Venus Holler. It's a made up town in West Table, Missouri, fictional Venus Holler. And so those are your main characters. Those four people are your main characters. And it's almost like a character study. It's a study of people who are live in poverty. It's people who are I mean that's really what it comes down to. And it's a great book. I don't want to give too much away of the plot. You don't know where it's going. When the characters first encounter each other, when the brother and sister encounter Sammy, you're like, oh, okay, I know where this might be going, and then it just takes a left turn, which I really, really like. Like the Winter's Bone that Daniel Woodrell wrote. It's these could be the neighbors of the people in that book. I mean, that's really he's writing these specific characters, and it was good. I mean, it was a phenomenal book. Let me look real quick. I don't do anything up front because I'm that kind of person. I got to do the old man thing now. 1998. This was written. Huh. This written a little bit more than I thought it was. Later than I thought it would be. A great book. Probably. I believe there was a movie made. We'll get to that. Here's my favorite part of the book. There's quotes. There's two quotes in the beginning, and somebody's, there's a good quote from somebody, but here's the quote. It's not all peaches and cream, but I haven't learned that yet. And you know who said that? Oil Can Boyd. Oil Can Boyd, who played for the Boston Red Sox. He was a pitcher. He was a character. I'm a Red Sox fan. I love when Dennis Oil Can Boyd used to pitch. So it's funny that we got a quote from Oil Can Boyd on that one. So now there was a movie apparently made about this book, but I have not seen it. It's Tomato Red, also known as Tomato Red Blood Money. It's a 2017 Irish Canadian crime film written and directed by Juanita Wilson and starring Jake Weary and Julia Garner. It's based on the novel, but just reading the plot, it's a little bit, obviously it's a little bit different than what I would have expected. So it's only 67% of 6 critic reviews are positive on Rotten Tomatoes. So that's really not a lot. So, you know what? If I can find the movie, maybe I will watch it someday. Although you watch a movie and it's the book is always better. I mean, isn't that kind of the obvious here? The book is always better. In this case, the book is better. In this case, I'm going to read more Daniel Woodrell because it's just, again, it's not a big thick book. It's 200 and something, 225 pages, something like that. It's a small 5x8, I would imagine. And I got it from the library. And I know they have more of his books, and I will be reading more of his books and doing more reviews, I'm sure, in the future, because this is just some good stuff. So this is, I'm going to give it a 4.4 out of 5. I think in one of my previous reviews, I didn't say out of 5, and somebody's like, "Oh, you didn't really." It sounded like you liked that book, but you gave it a 4.3 out of 10 stars. No, out of 5. Out of 5 stars. 5 stars. Very good. Check it out if you like it. There's one thing I read where it basically was listed. The genre was listed as gay fiction. And I don't believe. I mean, there is an element there, but I think it really is just really like a southern Gothic noir thriller. This is how I would describe it. Okay, and it's great. It's crime fiction. It's right in my wheelhouse. I knew I was going to like it. I didn't realize how much I would like it, and I liked it right from the beginning. Like first chapter, you dive in, and I'm like, man, this is just a really good book. This is just a solid book. So I will put the link to the book in the description, which you probably already saw since you glanced at this. I appreciate that. Check out the book, and if you've read the book, let me know whether you liked it, whether you hated it. Let me know what you thought about the book, and also if you've seen the movie, let me know if it's a movie worth watching. I still have not watched Winter's Bone, but I'm looking for a free version of it, to be honest. And if this is one of those where if you've watched this movie and you've read the book, tell me which is better. I'm gonna guess the book is better. That's a guess. That's always the guess. Always that the book is better. So do me a favor. Also, I keep asking for favors, and I apologize. Do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Watch some more of my videos. I have a bunch of reviews, especially a lot of crime thriller books and whatnot, crime thriller movies, crime thriller shows. I'm obviously a big fan. I also write crime thrillers, so check out that stuff too. I should put the link to my Amazon page down here as well. Check out this book. Check out my books. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I don't write this good. This guy, this book is amazing, friggin' amazing. And like I said, I gave it a pretty good score. I don't even remember what I gave Winter's Bone, but I know Winter's Bone was one of my top 10 books from my 2025. So you know what? This is probably going to be a top 10 book at this point. Easily a top 10 book. I mean, I've only read 4 books so far. I've read 4 books so far this year. Definitely in the top 10, I guess, no matter what. But probably my favorite book I've read so far in this early 2026. So check it out. Let me know what you think. Let me know if my review interests you. I don't do spoilers. I try not to give too much of the plot away. But basically, I think hopefully I've given you enough that you're like, you know what, let me check that book out. That seems interesting. If there are other books like this that you have read and you're like, you know, I know you would like this author. I know you would like this book or that book. Or if there's another Daniel Woodrell book that you know I would love, let me know. throw that book down in the comments, send me a message, whatever it takes, and I would appreciate it. I also appreciate you once again hitting that subscribe button. So thank you very much for all of the support.